Good morning, St. Francis. Good morning, people of God. It is Thursday, Thursday of the 21st week of the year, the 21st week in Ordinary Time. I thought it was an Advent or Christmas for that moment. I was going to say what day it was. It is Thursday of the 21st week of the year, the 21st week in Ordinary Time. It is also the day on which we celebrate, if we could say that, but everything is always a celebration, the memorial of the Passion of St. John the Baptist, when his head was cut off. So we remember, again, at this day, as tradition holds, was a day that Herod had a party with a certain dance, and in a dance that was so wonderful, he asked, for that he asked the dancer, who was his stepdaughter, anything that she could want, and she wanted the head of the Baptist because her mother Herodias wanted it, because she did not like John the Baptist. But before we get into that, it is morning drop-off once again here at the Franciscan School. Another scorcher here in Carolina again. Hopefully it'll recede when we come through the weekend, get cooler weather in. It is also the first week of our crossing guards, our safety patrol here that open up the doors and let all the students out in the morning from their cars. It began this week. I wasn't here on Monday when it began, so Thursday it's about time to be able to do this. So to honor them, it is our fifth graders who get this great honor of being the first greeters of our students in the morning as they come up through the great line, as you can see, of morning drop-off here at the Franciscan School. So on today's readings, we have left the Thessalonians. We have left the letter to them. Good morning. We have left the letter. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. There's everybody. There's all of our crossing guards right over there. Look at them. They're all very happy. Open doors. Open doors. Make sure you're opening doors. Make sure you're opening doors. We left the Thessalonians and their issues about waiting, about expecting the second coming of Christ to be too quick, too soon. And now we go to the Corinthians, and we begin with their first letter, as opposed to beginning with the second letter to the Thessalonians like we did. So the first letter to the Corinthians, basically just a greeting, and a greeting that Paul gives with Sosthenes, one of the people who are there, who perhaps was a bishop in the sense of an overseer, a caretaker for the community in Corinth. The Christian community in Corinth there. But he greets Sosthenes, he greets the rest of the community there, and he basically gives them a praise for embracing the faith as readily as they have, and as openly, good morning! And as openly as they have, because that is allowing them to be able to see the more and the difference in life that being a Christian offers to them. And so Paul prays again for their perseverance. God prays, good morning! God prays for them to be true and honest always in the faith they carry, and the faith they bring forward, and knowing that that faith will sustain them in times of difficulty, in times of trial, in times when everything seems to be at a loss. That faith provides an ability to see the world differently, to embrace the world differently, to understand the world differently. Not a protective bubble, not a comfy little blanket or a teddy bear to hold on to, but a different way of interpreting what happens to them. The same thing is true for us, that this is what faith offers us. Not a protective bubble or a teddy bear, but something that allows us to see and interpret things the way the world cannot, the way that our society and culture cannot, because our society is either ignorant or fearful of interpreting things any differently than what they see on the surface. And so Paul praises the church in Corinth for being able to do just that. Now, a couple of letters later, Paul is going to say that the Corinthians are bad and stupid. But right now, everything is good, and Corinth is doing what it should do, and being what it should be in the world and in this Christian movement. The gospel for today is Matthew's gospel about the Baptist and about his... Matthew's gospel? Yeah. I think it's Matthew's gospel. Could be Luke's. But it's Matthew or Luke's, I can't remember which, narrative of John the Baptist's martyrdom. And again, this banquet, this crazy king Herod, this weird relationship he has with his stepdaughter, Herodias' anger and hatred of John the Baptist and wanting to destroy him because, again, he's already been arrested, but Herodias wants more damage done to him. And so this dance that basically enthralls Herod, and he says that you can ask whatever you want from me and you will get whatever you want. And of course the child goes to her mother and the mother asks for the Baptist's head. Again, a ridiculous thing and a horrific thing, a terrible thing basically to ask for, and yet this is what this woman asks for, and the child has no problem with asking her stepfather for this. It is just a tragedy all around. It is a tragedy everywhere. Again, fearing the Baptist, fearing what the Baptist had to say, or fearing the Baptist challenge, the Baptist truth to them. Herod was supposedly not necessarily wanting the Baptist's death, but he listens to what it is that his stepdaughter wants, and he wants to keep his wife happy, and so basically this is what happens. Again, the tragedy when we fear being challenged, the tragedy when we fear listening to what it is that God can say to us through others to help us become the people that we are meant to become. When all of that occurs, then there is only sadness, then there is only pain, then there are those things that are regrettable in life. Something again to learn from, and how we approach the world and how we approach ourselves with things that we are challenged by. Do we respond with a response of aggression and pain, or do we respond basically with trying to listen and understand what it is that God is trying to tell us, so that our lives may be more than they are? A blessed day, St. Francis and people of God. May the Lord give you his peace.